as usual news, we have a Cookin' with Colin show that's coming up here on the broadcast. We have Chef Colin here on the show, Kevin Hunter here, Chris Bornstead, and Kyle Torgerson over on the end. And we'll get to the food stuff in just a moment. We have some great stuff. We're going to share with you a recipe for cheesy broccoli, and one that we shot. Colin actually cooked it last night, prepared it last night. We have some of the product here, so you guys will get to try it. We can tell you already in advance, it's delicious. So you get to try some of that cheesy broccoli. But we're going to share the video footage so we can share the recipe with everybody here on the show. And then we have a live cooking show coming right after that. And Colin is going to make us some breakfast burgers here on the show.
How does say breakfast burgers?
Breakfast burgers.
Breakfast burgers.
Yeah. It involves eggs and beef and bacon and all that kind of good stuff. All that kind of goodies.
Can we just skip to that part right now?
All right. Well, Kyle, hit us up with some weather. What's going on out there?
Okay, well, I'm going to make it quick because I want to get to the cooking. But today's going to be a high of 54 and a low of 34. It's going to be sunny. The next 3 days, you can expect it being around, an average of 50 degrees high and maybe a 40 degrees low. But the rain is coming, and it's starting to lower down in the cold.
It looks like we got some potential snow showers coming.
Basically, there's snow. It's coming.
Yeah, somebody mentioned snow on one of the social media sites here this morning, and everybody's just going crazy. So Longview Tire should be getting some business.
Longview Tire should be getting some business,
Absolutely.
Yes. And by the way, there is a tire giveaway with Longview Tire. We're going to share actually that ad for you in just a little while, though, because we have a break coming up between our two recipes we're going to share here on the show. But do you happen to have that picture that I sent to you last night? Can you bring that up on Facebook?
Oh, you're talking about the cold?
We're talking about the cold. Okay, so for people that don't know, Colin is here in studio with us for a week, coming from the Midwest, where
Minnesota.
Minnesota. So what's the temperature in Minnesota today?
Wind chill of -50 to -60.
Nice. And the standing temps are around 30 below zero?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys, this is actually a little bit of Minnesota humor, but we have to share this. When it's 30 below zero, show this picture. You got to raise it just a little bit so people can see.
I shall.
Yeah, don't, well here, I'll just move on. Don't be passing gas when it's 30 below zero outside. Everybody's gonna know.
Or don't wear black?
Or don't wear black. Yeah, you can have frosty britches either way, though, if you're blowing smoke.
Too funny.
So, yes. It gets cold enough in the wintertime in Minnesota that lawyers actually put their hands in their own pockets.
I thought it was politicians, but
Politicians, too, yeah.
For them, too.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, well, let's get the frozen farts off the screen.
Yeah. Right before we go
right
to food.
before we talk about food.
I hope you guys have your appetite.
Yes, this is awesome. All right, so Colin kind of explained this the food that we're going to show the video. So Kyle, you can get that queued up. Go ahead and put it on the back screen for us, and pause it right there.
Bam.
So tell everybody what they're going to see here and what the meal was that you were making last night.
Well, I'm doing a cheesy broccoli soup with bacon in it, and then a vinaigrette salad with nuts and bacon on it.
Excellent. So let's go ahead and roll the video. You can show like some of the ingredients. You can see sea salt, some olive oil. There's the bacon. That looks delicious. Parmesan Romano cheese. Of course, iceberg lettuce here. This was actually mixed to lettuce, a spring mix, you call it.
Yep.
Some diced nuts. Pause it right there. Pause it real quick. Okay. In the bowl there, you have like the vinaigrette mix. What is in that specifically?
Mainly balsamic vinegar and extra virgin olive oil.
Okay. So, and that's going to go on the salad afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, there's some full-fat, heavy whipping cream here. Go ahead. Keep rolling it. There's the broccoli and the cheese, and of course you need butter with everything. All right, so explain real quick what's in this pot.
That is a vegetable stock that I had started to put into the soup, and takes about a half hour to get a vegetable stock after you get it boiling. So
Now you did that because you didn't have like bone broth or other things like that. So you make okay. So this is the base liquid that's going to go into the cheesy broccoli soup that's coming up here in a little bit.
yeah, because it adds a lot of flavor to it, other than just cream.
Okay, now you're going to saute the broccoli here in butter and explain why that's important.
Well, you got to wait for the butter to be completely melted before you add anything in there. Not quite to the point that it browns, but you want it to be a liquid before you add anything in. And with cheese, you want to have it shredded, because the smaller it is, the faster it melts, and the better it melts.
And you guys, we have shared here on the show before that if you buy the shredded cheese in the bag, you're also getting sawdust with it too. So shred your cheese yourself and you get fresh shredded cheese. So this is a cheddar cheese that you're putting in there?
Yep. Roughly 8 ounces into, I think it was 4 cups, so a quart of soup.
What do you think, Chris? The ingredients look delicious?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you got some bacon on there and some broccoli. The only thing that's missing is some onions. It's the only thing I don't see here.
That's part of the vegetable stock.
Or shallots, or
Yeah, it's part of the vegetable stock.
Okay, well that's allowable.
Okay.
He didn't tell us what was in the stock, and I'm curious, why is it that you want the butter to melt completely before you put anything in it?
Because it doesn't melt as well. As you can see there, I added some extra in there after you add everything else in, because it cools the pan. And you get a better fry if you're putting it into a fat that's already hot.
Well, broccoli cheese soup is one of my favorites, so I'm looking forward to this. I've attempted to make it at home a few times. We've come across a pretty good keto recipe for it. So it'll be interesting. Of course, we didn't go as high-tech as vegetable stock or anything like that, but I am going to go home today and I'm going to make some chili Colorado, which calls for like a stock that you have to make out of the peppers like that. So it's kind of fun to watch how you did that today, because I have to go home and do that later to make my dish as well, and I've never done it before. So
Pause the video here real quick,
awesome.
Kyle. Wanted to just share something because Colin mentioned this last night. If you notice, he sliced the ends of the bacon off. So this pile that's right here are the ends, and this is all the middle part of the bacon slices.
The ends go to Chris. You know,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like a throwaway.
Go to Chris. Yeah. Well, you almost had it right. The ends crisp, and so they're better for the salad. And the middle part you're going to throw into the broccoli.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a reason why I sliced the ends off. So I just wanted to make sure that people knew that. Okay, go ahead.
The first reason,
Keep rolling it.
but you know, that's just me.
Yeah. Well, and then of course the ends can go to Chris.
Yes, right.
Roll video, Kyle.
Bacon grease.
The whole place was smelling pretty much like
Oh,
bacon
man.
because there was a lot of bacon that was cooked even this morning. So.
Yeah. We did an internet recipe, you know, that was kind of like a keto thing, and where you lay the bacon out and you put the hamburger in the pan, and it turned out really good. Made the house smell great.
Yep. So what's going on here, Colin?
Continuing to saute the broccoli, and I added in the bacon to cook it a little bit more before it gets added into the soup itself.
Okay.
And
more.
then
Go ahead.
the ingredients in the pan weren't moving around as much as I had liked, so I added some more butter in there.
Mm-hmm. Is there any like target temperature range that you're shooting there? Is that like a medium hot, or what are you shooting for there?
above medium, but you definitely don't want it as hot as you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
So like a medium hot.
Okay.
And then with the vegetables, you want them to be a little bit softer, but not so soft that they squish in your hand before they get added to the soup.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the vegetable stock being drained so that you don't get all the solid seasonings in there.
What were all the vegetables that you used for that? I look like some carrots. You said there's some onions in there.
Yeah.
What else do you have? What else do you have in there to add that flavor?
Celery.
Celery.
Yeah, and then I used a bunch of different seasonings like basil and thyme and oregano, some salt to, add to the flavor, or not add to the flavor, but bring the flavor out.
Yes.
How much heavy cream do you have here in the pot?
A pint, so 2 cups.
Okay.
And I added about the same amount of the vegetable stock.
And there's the stock going in.
So basically, to make the stock, you just throw the vegetables in, boil it for about a half hour,
Yeah.
and then just drain it out.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
You can see Chris has the gears turning here. He's like,
Hey, you guys!
I'm going to be making some grub.
If you take a look at me, you can tell that food is one of my hobbies. and so but learning how to cook healthy, you can actually go through a point where you get really discouraged because you're cooking the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And so it's always good to get more, to learn more recipes. Now, is this one that you made up yourself? I mean, did you create this one yourself? Or
no, I didn't. I mean, I did use a recipe that wasn't mine, but I alter all the recipes.
Yeah, I mean, so. That's basically what we do at our house, too.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This would be better with maybe some of this in it. Or
Yeah. But talk about keto, because you've been cooking keto stuff now for a while. And talk about, because somebody could make a cheesy broccoli soup that wouldn't necessarily be keto, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the adaptations that you made to this menu so that it is keto compliant, so to speak?
Well, I didn't use anything to thicken the soup. I just cooked it until it thickened because the cream itself does that. The further you cook it, the thicker it gets.
right.
But most people will use like a cornstarch or flour of some kind mixed with butter, which the flour mixed with butter is called a roux, and the cornstarch mixed with water is a slurry. But both are not really that keto friendly.
Correct.
Now, you could use, there's other substances that you could use other than the flour to make it like, what do they call it? What is it? Paleo or
Keto.
Or keto or something like that. And I think I read you could use rice flour and one other type of flour. Is that right?
For paleo, I would say the rice flour would be okay.
Right. Yeah.
But not for keto.
Not for keto.
Yeah.
Right. No, this is I was reading it this morning and it's talking about that. So you can make it gosh, what is that? I don't have to worry about that problems. I can't think of it now.
So here you put some spring mix and the iceberg lettuce in there and putting some of your balsamic vinaigrette mix on top of it. This salad, by the way, was absolutely amazing. So talk about what you're going to put on this, building the salad.
Well, start out with the mix of salad and the dressing, and then top it with both the nuts and then the bacon. And I always put the cheese on top because it just looks more colorful that way. Especially with how dark the spring mix is.
Mm-hmm. So there were nuts. This is chopped bacon that's going on there. And then this is the Parmesan Romano. That was a great salad.
Well, we've made dishes with balsamic vinegar before as well, chicken and stuff like that when we were doing the Atkins diet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really good. That's another good one to use in cooking.
But I like to get some extra fats in with that, so I make a vinaigrette, not just vinegar.
Now, are we going to try the salad here too?
The salad, no portions of the salad survived the meal yesterday.
Sorry,
but
Kyle. It's
we
okay,
have
man.
the creamy broccoli is here. Raven over there says, last night my dad and I actually made a recipe with cheese, broccoli, onions, and sausage. So I'm glad to see another cheese and broccoli recipe that we can work with.
You guys, you know how excited, I just want you guys to know how excited I got when you guys started talking about balsamic vinegar salad dressing. I was like, yeah, that's going to be great. I can't wait to try it. And now you guys tell me I don't get it?
Well, but you do get some cheesy broccoli soup. And we are making a breakfast burger here in a moment too. So, yeah.
Okay.
Little bit of salt goes into this, and so you saw how much shredded cheese put in there. A little salt and pepper at the end.
Gotta have the pepper.
All right. So because we're at the end of this, while we're watching this finish, Colin, if you want to get some samples of the cheesy broccoli soup for Kyle and Chris to try.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure Kyle's not going to like it, and so I'll take.
You're gonna have to eat this. I'll take it. All right. Yeah.
He's over here I think he just muted my mic.
Yeah.
No, actually, I just muted Colin's mic, so you guys don't hear any of that.
You know, Kevin, I would like to take a second to give somebody a birthday shout.
A birthday shout out.
And this is a viewer and somebody that you introduced me to a few years back at the Roaring 20 parties at the Monticello. And that is Gail Egner.
Gail Egner, yes.
According to all of my sources, today is her 81st birthday, and I want to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Gail.
Thank you for being a viewer, and thank you for your comments that you post online. Those are, I really like your opinion on stuff. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Okay, so pause it. Bring this into view right here. Go back out just a little bit there so we can get both. There we go. Get that view on the back screen. All right, so this is the cheesy broccoli. Ooh, nice hot bowl there, so be careful. There's a spoon for each of you. So go ahead and try some, Chris, and then pass the bowl down and let Kyle give a try.
Where's Kyle's bowl? You guys, seriously, they put this in a bowl. This is what we get to try. I was assuming we were having lunch.
You are having lunch here. We don't want to ruin your appetite for the
hot,
breakfast
Kyle,
burger.
It's hot.
Slide the bowl down.
Well, I don't want to get it on the thing here.
We have a tabletop that can easily be wiped off.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Go ahead and roll the video, and you'll notice that there was a couple other testers of the. Look at Kyle.
I don't see the problem here.
That's okay. I have something to drink. I don't think he does.
Share.
No, that's good stuff, you guys.
So not only are you torturing us with showing us the salad that we can't have.
They give us a teaser.
So look at this nice big bowl that Jackie has here. They were just chowing it down, and here's Allison. You'll see her in just a second. She loves to use, well, other things besides a spoon and a fork to eat her food. But you know, when you think about like kids, because a lot of people say that the kids don't like vegetables, and so it's hard to get kids to eat vegetables. Look at Allison here, just chowing out of the bowl, grabbing it out with her hands.
It's good. I mean, of course they're going to eat it.
Yeah, yeah. Check this out. There you go. Yeah, so they just loved it. All right, you can pause that there. Let's go back out to the kitchen view, and we're going to take a short little break here while Colin gets set up to start cooking some burgers for us. And we'll see you over on the kitchen side in just a moment. Go ahead and roll the coffee break, huh?
Hey there, have you heard Longview Auto and Tire is giving away free tires? That's right. As their first year of business comes to a close, Roy and Ruben Byman of Longview Auto and Tire want to thank their customers for their generous support with a free tire giveaway. Here's all you have to do. Visit Longview Auto and Tire today at 655 Commerce Avenue near Tennant Way and fill out an entry form. Or go online to longviewtiresales.com/giveaway. Get rolling on free tires from Longview Auto and Tire today. Visit website for complete details.
All right, so we're back here at the broadcast desk, Northwest Digital News. Kevin Hunter, Chris Bornstead, Kyle Torgerson, and we have Chef Colin standing by, cooking with Colin, and he's got some burgers already rolling in the pan. So let's go over to Colin and let's see what he's got cooking. All right, so share with everybody what you have rolling in the pan there, Colin.
I got a few burgers here with holes in the middle. I'm going to be putting egg in.
So you're calling those meat donuts?
Sure.
Basically a meat donut. So he's going to be making a breakfast burger for us here, and then we're also getting some bulletproof coffee.
Oh, good. My coffee's almost gone.
That is right. You just had a coffee break and your coffee's already gone?
Yes, Kevin. I was busy eating soup. The soup is good, you guys. I can't wait to try these because that's going to be. This is going to be like, yeah.
Okay, I am adding heavy cream to the coffee, some coconut oil, probably about 2 tablespoons there.
Ooh.
This is 3 or 4 cups of coffee here. And then I'll add some butter, 2 tablespoons, and some of this.
The keto creamer.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the keto creamer just helps for people who are in ketosis and using keto following a keto diet. The keto creamer is actually from the same company that we get the coffee from. Okay, so we've got an egg going into the middle of the burger ring. And what do you do in the way of seasoning on the beef first?
It is a traditional kind of beef seasoning.
Okay.
So like garlic, onion, thyme, salt, pepper, and paprika.
Okay.
And
So if somebody wanted, if they have a special type of seasoning they want to use at their burger, they could use whatever seasoning on the beef they wanted.
yeah, the seasoning on the beef is not what makes it this burger. It's the egg in the middle.
Yep. See, then once these burgers are done frying here, and it looks like they're getting somewhat close. Once they're done frying here, you're going to add some bacon on the top of it, right?
Yep.
Some bacon and some cheese.
Actually, not cheese, unless we have some here. So
I'm going to have to say that's a really neat idea of cutting the centers out of the burgers and then putting the eggs in the center. I know a lot of people, they buy those little metal round things that they put in the bottom of their pan, and they break their eggs and put them in there. I'm always afraid it's going to scratch my pan. So this right here, that is awesome, fantastic. I mean, that looks awesome. I would have never thought to have done that.
A breakfast burger.
yep. And I'm looking for a kind of over easy, unless you guys
Over
want it.
easy is good with me.
Okay.
Yeah, more lemon, better. One of my most favorite non-keto breakfasts is an egg cooked somewhere this way, just on top of an English muffin. I love it. So, neat idea.
Yeah.
For people who are tuned in to Northwood Digital News, because we've shared a lot of food information here on the show, but this is the first time that we've done a live cooking portion on the show. So this is just a kitchen setup we have in our outside studio. If
if you have a recipe or whatever that you want cooked on the show, or you want to cook on the show sometime with us down the road, you can do that, and you can also bring family that can kind of sit in the gallery area that's right outside on the other side of the tables here.
Oh, I have some ideas.
You got some ideas?
What are those ideas?
Well, I've always wondered when you're cruising through the internet and you're looking at all the recipes online, whether they're good or not. You get people that say, "Oh man, that looks good," but I would like to take, do segments of where people submit the recipes to us, and then we make it online, and then we judge how good that recipe is, whether it's good or not, bad or not, or whether you should take the time to make it, and whether it's cost effective for your budget.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a great fun thing to do. Another fun thing would be to do is I'm sure that you have many, many, many more recipes. And
Came with a lot.
yeah, so we'd love to see maybe more of you doing cooking shows on with this too as well.
Well, the game plan is Colin's actually in town through Saturday, and we have all kinds of recording time set up between now and the weekend, and so we will be bringing more recorded stuff to the show, and then Colin's in the process of getting set up on the other end in Minnesota to where he can do the same thing there too. So, all right, well, we're going to head back to the broadcast desk, and Colin's going to be serving up some burgers here shortly.
I totally am jealous of the chef's hat. And I totally wanted to be the guy that
It
filmed.
came free with my job.
I know.
Yeah.
You gotta like that.
I mean, we have some pretty cool hats here.
Yeah, we do. We have NDN hats and stuff like that. But I'd love the idea of cooking shows. It's always fun to explore food.
So
Excellent.
I have a bed of lettuce here that I'm putting this burger on. And for a little bit of color, I'm going to sprinkle some paprika over top the egg. And a little bit of spice, some crushed red pepper. And then we got our bacon.
Bacon going on top.
You can never ever go wrong when it has bacon.
It's
All right, bring one of those over. Bring that one over, and we'll let
The tech
Kyle
guy,
get
yeah.
started first. All right, thank you. Kyle, go ahead and bring us the studio view back over here.
Is there any way that we can get a close-up of, like a really, really good close-up of this before we,
Here we go.
before it gets devastated?
Yeah, so there's the beef ring with egg in the middle, sitting on a bed of lettuce, and it's got a couple strips of bacon. So, Kyle, this is coming your way.
Look at that, Kyle. I don't know if you remember which spoon's yours, but good luck.
By the way, while you're waiting for Chris's burger to show up, you have a blue box over there,
Wow.
do you not?
But before I do that, I'm actually going to get it so the audience can see perfectly what this looks like.
Good, yeah,
So-
because presentation, when you're a chef, presentation of the food, the way I understand it, and Colin can correct me, presentation of how it looks is really important. And so I think it looks great. As you can see, there's some like paprika or some cayenne pepper on the top there or something, I'm guessing of which it is.
All right, so here comes more. All right. And then bulletproof coffee as well, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Why, you guys were going to wish you were here today.
Yes, you're going to wish you were on the show today. That is correct. Good one,
I'm on
Chris.
the show, and I wish I'm on the show.
Yes.
Well, here's a bacon end. I better get that off of there.
So here's the close-up. Check that out. So we
Nice.
got, bacon. Let me just move the bacon around so you can see the egg inside it. So it's the egg with the burger ring.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, awesome. I'm going to dig in here, put one leaf over the top, and see, I eat burgers without the bun all the time, so I'm experienced with this.
Michael Fredericks just said, you guys are going to sit there and eat that in front of me? We're not eating it literally in front of you. But
Yes.
today would have been a great day for you to shop by the studio.
What am I hearing? Am I hearing whipped cream coming on the... Nice.
Go back to the chef counter here.
The chef view.
Yeah, you want to see what's going on?
He's making some bulletproof coffee right now.
Just so, now is that
Look at that mug.
so that actually now bulletproof coffee has like cream and butter and fats in it, right? Mm-hmm. So this isn't like we're making a cup of coffee and go for it. He's actually putting other items.
Oh,
in
this
our
is all
coffee.
total keto Yeah.
Which, by the way, Kevin, after you mentioned the other day that it looked like I had lost some weight, I did go home and weigh myself, and I come to find out I'm about 17 pounds lighter than when I went to the doctor about 2.5 weeks ago.
Awesome.
Way to go.
Awesome. Congrats.
And that's not with, I teeter, I struggle. Food is you have people talk about you can be addicted to all kinds of different things. Food is one of those things, that people can easily get addicted to and, struggle with.
So we have a comment from our friend,
Go ahead and
Raven.
just put it down there.
Let's see, let me go to our view real quick. Well, let me tell you something real quick. So Raven says, as you guys are cooking, I'm cooking my usual breakfast/lunch, and for some reason, 2 out of the 3 eggs are
Hey,
double
Chris,
yolkers.
pass that one to Kyle.
Oh, what?
Pass that one to Kyle. And you're going to get this one in the middle because this is the presentation cup, and you can share with everybody what's
Oh, it smells
in
so
that mug.
It's good to be the guy in the center. And if I'm going to guess, I'm going to say we have some coffee with some heavy cream, some butter. It smells like nutmeg, and some kind of whipping cream.
Here.
Cocoa and
Oh, it's
cinnamon.
cocoa.
Cocoa and cinnamon on the top.
Now, before you drink that, let me move our real quick. Let me see
No.
this real quick. Look at that. If you guys could just smell this right now. So, yeah, I'm just gonna.
This is a awesome burger.
You got your own, bro.
Yeah, man.
Bruh, give my coffee.
This is crazy.
You got Colin up on the
Oh, look at that double view. Check that out.
double view, yes.
Bam.
That was kind of cool.
Can I have your white rag that you got over there?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Now, what's
Yeah.
in this coffee?
Colin will be back over here in a sec. Actually, go to his microphone. His mic's still hot.
mic's
Colin,
still
tell
hot.
us what's in the coffee.
The coffee is just, I started out with a coffee, and then I mixed in heavy whipping cream, coconut oil, and butter. And then I also added in some of the Valentis Keto Creamer.
Excellent. Can you bring us back to this view? Yeah, so we have some of the bulletproof coffee in there, if you can see that. Yeah, that's actually a really delicious touch on the top with the a little dusting of cinnamon and cocoa on the top.
I'm still working through the burger, Kevin.
I heard that right. Valentis, right? Valentis coffee?
Yes.
It's right up there straight above Chris's head, right over here. There's the, yes. You go to, you can put the link in the stream if people want to know where to get it. Valentis.com/NDN coffee. All right, guys, so how are we doing on time, Kyle?
It is currently 11:35.
11:35. Well, that actually went really well because we shared 2 recipes here on Cooking with Colin on Wednesdays, and you guys will have like all kinds of great recipes and foods to share with you down the road. And like I said, if you have a real recipe in the family that you want to share here on the broadcast, and if you even have, budding chefs, etc., who want to come in and join us on a Wednesday, got to be on a Wednesday, but come in and join us on a Wednesday and share your cooking. Well, as you can see, we got the facilities here to help make that happen. And you have 3 very willing participants here at the broadcast desk.
I'm going to need to know what brand of bacon this is. Anybody know?
Yes. Colin, you have the information on the bacon?
The bacon is very tasty, you guys.
What in particular?
As it should be.
About the bacon.
And the coffee is hot.
So I believe this bacon is the bacon that Steph picked up, and it's smoked only. There's no seasonings or anything put on it, so that had to be seasoned after the fact. Did you season this bacon, Colin, or did Stephanie do it?
I did not season the bacon.
Okay.
Oh, it's just straight bacon.
So this is actually that's Steph's little concoction then that's on the. It is absolutely delicious. We can have her. She may actually be watching the show right now.
She is.
We could have her make a comment. We could have her make a comment on.
Now that you mention it, Kevin, she just tuned in.
Yes.
Wow.
By the way, for people that were wondering, there is a new logo up on our back screen. You see low cost car insurance price. That's actually a website. If you're concerned about the price of your car insurance, you can go to that website, lowcostcarinsuranceprice.com. And Kyle, go ahead and put that in the stream for people as well. But here's the thing: is that this is a national outfit, and you can go in and put your city, state, etc., and it'll show you a bunch of different providers that are there, and you can get comparative quotes from all of them at the same time. So it's actually pretty cool the way it works. You guys are just happily munching away.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's hard to think over this food. So what was that link again?
It's right in the words right there in the logo, lowcostcarinsuranceprice.com.
Gotcha.
We'll have a video to roll in soon here on the show from the same organization, so we'll share that with you guys too.
What I'm curious, Colin.
Yes.
What is as a chef, I'm sure that you've come up with maybe some of your own recipes. I'm curious to know
Put 'em on the screen.
what one of your favorite recipes is to make, and do you have like a signature dish that you have created yourself that you like to serve people when they say, "Hey, I heard you're a chef." Do you have a favorite one?
I do enjoy making salads and soups. I don't really have anything specific that I have gravitated towards since being on keto. But there was a recipe that I had created before that people really liked, and that was a pizza crust.
Hey, I want you to comment on cooking that you did for the elderly people in a nursing home setting. And they have all of the boxed or standard foods, that they use there for these people. But you kind of tweaked that menu towards a keto menu. And I remember you commenting on some of the things that people either said or just in general their thoughts about the food. What did the people at the nursing home have to say about keto foods?
Well, they really enjoyed it. Every time I made anything that was keto friendly, no one complained whenever I made those kind of meals.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually easier to make a meal that was keto friendly for that number of people than not.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because in terms of why Stephanie's on the stream here with us today too, and she does a lot of keto cooking, and I'm just amazed by how quickly meals get put together that are keto friendly meals, because there are times we literally walk in the house in the evening or whatever, we've just gotten home. I go check on either our online analytics with stuff that I have posted on the web, etc. But I sit down at the computer, do a little bit of work, and she's right away. I hear her voice come from the kitchen. Hey, hey, everyone, dinner's ready. And she started from scratch. So I'm really impressed with how quickly a number of keto menus can be put together. Well, so here's the thing, guys. Cooking with Colin is a new show here on Northwest Digital News. It's a show that's going to stay, and we're going to get a lot of content recorded over this coming week here with Chef Colin being in town. You want to talk about like what got you into, because you're currently a sous chef, and you want to talk about like what got you into the cooking backgrounds or into the cooking profession. So if people have a interest in that, I mean, there's a number of different ways that you can get your foot in the door. How did you get started with cooking?
Well, I would start with saying that most people, if they are cooking in a more professional setting, that they go to school to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I only have I only had 5 years of experience in the food industry before I started as a sous chef at my current job.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't require school to be able to get into those kind of positions.
Mm-hmm.
Just requires a love of cooking and a willingness to learn and a lot of patience.
Very good. One of the things that a friend of mine in LA said, she actually went to French cooking school, and she just said that cooking is a lot like chemistry. And you have to understand how all these different ingredients work together to create this end concoction that's a plate. And sometimes, you know, like when I watch chefs cook and you look at the even distribution of seasonings and the way that the whole food is put together, we're noticing even eating this burger today, one side of the burger tastes exactly the same as the other side. It doesn't matter where you're enjoying the burger, it tastes the same, like all the way through. It's very, very uniform. And sometimes I think that's what people forget, is they're making things and they're just throwing a bunch of things in there. And I'm not saying that that doesn't work for some menus, but that was one of the things that Dina Starer made a impression on me, as she just said, cooking is like chemistry. And the more homogeneous you can make the food, the more even the distribution of ingredients are among the food that you're making, the better the end product's going to be.
Yeah, I got something to comment on that. So one of my favorite YouTubers to watch is First We Feast. And if you guys don't know about him, basically he's all about hot wings. So it's just him at a table with 10 hot wings for his plate. And then the guest has 10 hot wings, the same type. Each wing is from the least hottest to the hottest. Like, it gets pretty spicy. Well, this time he had Gordon Ramsay on the show because everyone wanted Gordon Ramsay to go on the show. So they started at the littlest one, and Gordon Ramsay's like, oh man, this is horrible. This tastes bad. What is it? It tastes like a sock. You know, just Gordon Ramsay comments. Well, it got to the point where it's like the 10th one, and he's just like freaking out because it's super hot. It's the spiciest hot sauce they have. And so what he did was he came prepared. He started eating donuts that were sweet because he's saying the sweetness counteracts the hotness, and usually people drink milk to stop that, right? But no, he got donuts, he got lemon juice, he got lime juice, he brought Pepto-Bismol, he brought all these different things that no one brings, and he was just eating donuts on the show. Just because it's crazy how different flavors and different things can counteract each other or combine. Cooking's cool.
Yeah, very much so. Well, thanks everybody who joined us here on the broadcast. We thanks Colin for making us these delicious burgers on the show here today. And we're looking forward to all the great recipes coming here on Cooking with Colin.
Yeah.
I'm so
Chris.
excited.
Friday.
He's like, what are we having for food on Friday? You know what?
Remember, Super Bowl weekend is coming up, so it would be nice to see a couple of keto-friendly snacks or dishes that you could make at your house so people can eat and enjoy and have a good time without having to worry about
Colin was describing cheese chips, like all these types of things, that can be put on there. So, Colin, you going to come back on Friday and share with our audience some more recipes before you got to leave Saturday?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
We'll talk about some Super Bowl snacks on the show on
Actually,
Friday.
It actually feels like it's Friday right now. I thought it was Friday just because it's like everything's crazy and this is such a cool.
Hey, by the way, pull your box out. We got to do what's in the
We have a
box.
few more minutes. We can do what's in the box. By the way, for you guys who tuned in, for what was in the box, when I said smooth, I was accurately correct.
You want to pull the chair on and join us?
So I got a tripod that works with my phone, and that was what was in my box. So now Kyle has to guess what's in his box.
Kyle, you want to pass your plate down, or are you done?
Yeah, I am so stuffed. That's the thing. That's the problem about keto food.
Yeah, he just wasted the lettuce. I don't care. I mean, come on, man.
All right.
I can't even drink the coffee anymore. I'm so stuffed. I don't even know what it is. Is it?
So I'm going to give you a hint, since we're at the end of the show, and you could have pulled this out earlier, but that has been seen on a broadcast by our viewers here in Northwest Citizen News. And so being the tech guy, you, of course, have seen it as well.
I've seen so much. I'm the tech guy. Is it wearable?
No.
Did I see it in the past month?
Yep.
Past week?
I have to think now. You're close.
2 weeks?
2 weeks for sure.
2 weeks
Yes.
for sure. What did we do 2 weeks ago? Now that's a question
You've
you
seen
can't
it on the
answer.
show, on the screen, within the last 2 weeks.
Is it a smart device?
No.
Did we look at it on Tech Tuesday?
No.
So just the Monday, Wednesday, Friday show?
Nope.
Thursday? Is it the Darren show? The Master Mindset show?
Nope.
Health show?
Yes.
Health show. Okay.
So it was on the health show.
Is it a weighted blanket?
Negative.
No, but I had to have one of those, and that is worth
I've
the
been
money.
wanting one of those
That
so
is
much.
worth the money.
Is it does it have to do with sleep?
Yes, actually.
Sleep. Is it bath salts? Oh,
Bingo.
yeah. Check that out.
All right, so you guys, if you want to get a good night's rest, one of the things you can do is put some Epsom salts, which contains magnesium, by the way, and put that in your tub. So Kyle has himself a nice big full bag
That's
of.
not fair. His is totally easy.
But don't destroy the box. There might be something else in it next week.
Oh. Well,
But that's okay.
you wrapped it in blue so much. I don't know, it's just to make it transparent so I can see inside the box.
That's
Because blue screen.
Yeah.
By the way, Michael Ferrix would like to know where he can get himself an NDN coffee mug.
Ooh, is that some marbles in there too?
We'll get you an NDN coffee mug, Michael. All right, so I want to read something off the front of the container, so pass it over here.
It's actually a gift for him. It's a
And
re-gift.
you guys, right on the front text here. So this is particularly, I mean, it's a great sleep aid, but there's another reason why I was thinking of this for Kyle in particular, is because it says right on the front, saline laxative for relief from occasional constipation. So it has other uses too.
It's because I'm lactose intolerant.
Well, wait a minute. What are you supposed to put this stuff in? The bathtub? You may not want to give this to Kyle while he's in the bathtub.
This,
We started with frozen farts from Minnesota this morning, and here we are finishing up with Epsom salt, which you could use for a laxative if you really needed to.
Well, guys, that was the show today. I hope you liked it.
All right, Kyle, there you go.
Now,
You'll have to let us know which application you decided to use
I
it
just
for.
hope that there's no video that goes with him using this application. Let's try to steer away from that.
I don't know why, but NDN got banned off Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at the
All
same
at the
time.
same time.
What? We're just doing a product review.
Yes.
I don't see the problem here.
Yes. Yeah. So I got to read a quick comment from Stephanie. She said carbs are actually expensive. So when people think that buying keto will cost them more money, actually, no, it doesn't. Carbs are actually more expensive. Go back to that window, Kyle. You just.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot.
There we go.
Whoops.
Think of a $4 bag of chips or a $10 bag of chocolate, and you make it yourself so much less expensive. Or $10 box of chocolate. So what she's referring to, she makes this. If you think of the chocolate that she makes, our whole family will consume out of it, and it lasts us sometimes a couple weeks because the fat in it is very satiating and whatnot. So anyhow, Well, we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks to everybody who joined us on all the various platforms out there. Kevin Hunter with Chris Bornstead and Kyle Torgerson, and you're watching Cookin' with Colin. More of that to come here on Northwest Digital News. Kyle, get us out of here.
This concludes today's live programming on Northwest Digital News. Thanks for joining us for this special broadcast. Heard around the world in more than 70 countries on YouTube, Instagram, Patreon, Facebook, and Twitch TV. If you enjoyed a story or guest we had here on Northwest Digital News and would like to strut your stuff on the broadcast, email us today at wainfo2017@gmail.com or call or text to 360-545-3501. We're always interested in unique stories, topics, and guests to share with our worldwide audience. Before you go, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and comment on the live stream. And for those of you who'd like to financially support the broadcast, you can do so at patreon.com/Northwest Digital News. We thank you for your patronage. On behalf of Chris Bornstead, Kyle Torgerson, Stephanie Hunter, and all the people that made this broadcast possible, I'm Kevin Hunter. Till next time, take care.